Good morning, invited guests. It's my great pleasure today on this beautiful sunny morning. We love the rain, but we also love the sunshine for occasions like this. We are very welcome here all invited guests celebrating together with us this official opening at Chreso University Ndola Campus on the Copperbelt. Thank you once again for agreeing to come and witness this historical occasion in the life of our university. I know the year is just beginning, and I know most of you are quite busy in your representative workplaces. And so we are especially grateful that you have found time to join us this morning. It's a pleasure to welcome every one of you that has found time to join us here at the university campus, Chreso University Campus at the Copperbelt. In special moments like this one, I find myself reflecting on the sense of fresh beginnings of the Chreso story and the infinite possibilities that we can all experience when we put our trust in our God, our Father in heaven. I'm usually used to preach. Official speeches are not my strengths. But nevertheless, let me do my best to deliver this speech. First, I would like to acknowledge the presence of the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Bright Nyundwe, representing the Honorable Minister for Copperbelt Province, who is today our guest of honor. His Royal Highness, Senior Chief Shiwala, thank you that you have come to be with us on your own soil. This is great, thank you. His Worship the Mayor, Mr. Amon Chisenga, the District Commissioner of Ndola, Mr. Chisulo, the Vice Chancellor of Chreso University, Professor Christopher Sumonga, the representative of the Vice Chancellor of Copperbelt University, represented by Professor Sisia, Dean of School of Medicine, the Assistant Managing Dean, Mr. John Nkando, lecturers and staff of Chreso University Ndola Campus, the Area Councillor, the representatives of the media houses dotted around the Copperbelt, the company chief executives represented here today, our dear parents, we have always treasured as you render support to us in different ways, all students, and everybody I have forgotten, may I say, simply all protocols observed. Honorable Permanent Secretary, we as Chreso University, who are in the private sector, now it's happening. Now I'm getting confused. I hear myself twice. But bear with me, don't worry. We as Chreso University, who are in the private sector, are extremely delighted for allowing us to officially legitimize our operation in this area in line with the relevant legislation, and secondly, for allowing us to contribute to the growth of the educational system in our beautiful country, Zambia. In accordance with the law, the approval to operate has been made possible by the Higher Education Authority, whom on the 8th of January 2020 conveyed the approval of official registration for Chreso University Ndola Campus, and subsequently awarding the campus a license to operate in line with the Higher Education Act No. 4 of 2013. Further accreditation of the learning programs was successfully done by the HEA, and this has been augmented by the fulfilling statutory requirements from other regulatory bodies such as the Health Professionals Council in Zambia and the General Nursing Council of Zambia. We must hasten to mention that despite the difficulties faced to reach this goal where we are today, Chreso University is very grateful for the professionalism exhibited by Higher Education Authority for awarding Chreso University Ndola Campus the Certificate of Recognition to operate. Honorable Permanent Secretary, we are aware that higher education in universities and colleges all over the world, and Zambia inclusive, is undergoing seismic transformation due to internal and external demands, and at the same time we face as universities extraordinary pressure of finding efficient ways of doing business and making ourselves relevant to society's needs, since we are not immune to such pressures like we have at the moment with our change of climates. Chreso University is currently running 2-degree and a diploma course. The 2-degree courses are Bachelor of Public Health and Bachelor of Nursing with diploma in Clinical Medicine. The graduates from Public Health and Nursing degree can work in both private and public institutions. The former undertakes many disciplines, including prevention of occupational health. Our goal in learning is to expand opportunities for hands-on and ensuring experimental learning takes place to meet the needs of the industries in public health and nursing career. Dear guest of honor, we as Chreso University have resolved to contribute to the Zambian economy and the health sector in particular by producing well-informed and skilled graduates. Chreso University depends on the critical mass of lecturers who are well-trained and experienced. We believe that when we grow older, our sapience also increases as we gain experience and knowledge. Sapience is an important quality in a good teacher or mentor, since students can benefit from that wisdom. Well, maybe aside from my speech, I may say I'm particularly happy because we have been running clinics, HIV/AIDS clinics in particular, and mobile clinics, and we have always had many difficulties to find the necessary personnel to man these clinics. And we need much more, to do much more in the training of health workers. My wife, who is a registered nurse, has been pushing that agenda on me, who am a pastor, for a long time. And I'm very, very excited that we can contribute in a small way to the personnel to man all these different health posts that have been constructed around the country, to fill them with life and attending to patients in the nation. Our vision is to become the highest attraction and life-changing university in Africa. As an institution founded on principles of Christianity, the approach is to allow us, as many are able to undertake university learning, but are disadvantaged in one way or another economically, but given opportunity through flexible mechanisms of payments and fees. Further, ensure that our graduates are imparted fully with the values that come from Christ of selflessness, respect, care, and support for individual patients, clients, and society at large. Dear guest of honor, the Ndola campus is well located to facilitate smooth learning. As has already been observed, it's a beautiful setting here. But of course, this location is not without challenges. As a university, we can only go so far. The first challenge is, and I'm sure you have seen that when you came, certainly the road leading to the university is accessible but with major difficulties, especially like now in the rainy season. We therefore, dear guest of honor, we request for help through your able office in creating or refurbishing the road, which will help to make our university more easily accessible, especially in times like now, by our students, and of course, most importantly, as a feeder road to benefit the community, including the farmers located in this particular area. Non-availability of a health post, that's number 2. We request that DHMT supports us to establish a health post which will make available drugs and primary health care programs, such as malaria prevention programs, and make available to the community vaccination kits and other under 5 health programs, to mention but a few. This type of support can avert malaria and enteric diseases. You may wish to know that the only formal health facility we can run to around this area is St. Dominic, but this facility is nearly 10 kilometers away. Third, insecurity at the university due to non-availability of a police post. The university has experienced sporadic thefts almost 3 times in a space of 1 year. We have lost computers and other essential teaching and learning accessories for students. Honorable guest of honor, we are requesting through your office to consider building a police post at our premises to ensure security not only at the university but also for the farming community around the campus in the area. We will make a very special formal request available to your office soon. Dear guest of honor, we also have a challenge of power supply, as we have just seen. Okay, this was another load shedding of the microphone, but we often depend on the generator. But this has been a challenge. At times, the school has no power due to prolonged hours without electricity outside the normal load shedding schedule. This poses a problem to our students that need electricity at night for their studies. I get a support here. Thank you very much. Well, it's very difficult to read without light. We have the capacity to build a police post at our school, and we make the humble request that you have to have your approval that this will be supported as a proposed purpose development. Our future plans, notwithstanding, we will endeavor to produce students that have the acumen of skill coupled with the strengths of recognizing their potential once in the field. So, but to do this, the university may require your support as partners to attach our students to your companies, hospitals, health centers, and city councils, especially our worship, the mayor. We are going to bring some students to your place. Public health is a real need in every public institution, and we are giving you the cadres that will take care of that. The university plans to establish similar service as we have done in Lusaka to provide ambulance services for the university, but at the same time serve our communities in line with Chreso's philosophy of meeting the needs of communities. And I want to assure you, sir, that our commitment is unwavering. Chreso University will establish a clinic and have an ambulance on campus which will not only be available to the students but to the community as well. Dear sir, the mathematician and philosopher Alfred North Whitehead once said, "The art of progress is to preserve order amid change, and to preserve change amid order." We need both. We need change. You know, we are undergoing tremendous transformation in our world today in general, and of course in Zambia in particular. But within the change, we need to keep the order. This is our task, to preserve what Chreso University has been and has stood for across the years in Zambia, even in the face of pressure to focus on the immediate and instrumental, and to evolve to meet the demands of these changing times. We do not face a choice between tradition and change, between the familiar and the new. We face an opportunity and an imperative both to embrace thoughtful change and to affirm our core values in the ways that fulfill this extraordinary university's enduring promise to its students and to the world internationally. It is my great privilege to be joined with you in this work. Guest of honor, sir, would be failing lamentably in our duties if we forget to sincerely thank you for your quick support and your physical presence to this official opening of our school, and for finding time within extremely busy schedules. And to all our invited guests, and indeed to our dear parents, we sincerely wish to extend our thanksgiving to you for accepting to come and support us at this special occasion in the life of our students, and indeed in the life of this university, which is now proud to be represented on the Copperbelt. To our colleagues and friends in various institutions and organizations, we cherish our partnership and hence do trust that our students will be rendered the support to learn in your enterprises so that in turn they too as qualified professionals will contribute to our country's social and economic growth. I want to really express my sincere gratitude to all of you to be here today. It is a landmark for us. As Chreso, we have been working in many different places in Zambia, and we are happy to have finally come here to Ndola. So I would love to thank you, and may the Lord our good Lord, our God, through Jesus Christ, bless you in Jesus' name. Amen.